Yeah, what's good, yo? This is Drizzy. This is Piff and Tails. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell so you can get notified as soon as I drop. And honestly, today's video is gonna be more of like a slight motivational kind of. Um, I'm not sure how long it might be. It might be 2 minutes, might be 10 minutes. I don't know. However long I feel like talking, I guess. Um, I'm gonna kind of touch into like my first grow. If you watch the introduction of like me to YouTube, I kind of touch on my first grow a little bit and how it went, which was terrible. So this video is more for anybody. I mean, it's for anybody, but I guess this would be more geared towards anybody, just starting out and you kind of having, not the best time, whether it's your first grow, second, third, maybe you're not having the best time at it right now. This video is for you. This video is to let you know, relax. Relax, be patient. It's coming, all right? It's coming. The knowledge, all that is coming. The know-how is coming. It's all coming. Just be patient, just keep with it, and be willing to learn. That's the biggest thing. You got to be willing to learn. If you're not willing to learn, or you allow your frustration or annoyance to hinder your ability to learn, well, that's going to be your downfall. And you're going to say it's just that you couldn't catch it. No, you weren't willing to catch it. And that's what happens a lot of times. You got to be patient. You got to sit back and really open up and really learn what you're doing, what's going on, when things go wrong, and keep track of these things. Whether, I don't care if you have a elephant memory where you can remember, okay, this leaf had this spot. If it happens again in that grow or another grow, you remember, or you write it down. Do whatever you got to do, but learn. My first grow was terrible. I'm gonna make a long story short. Got a clone, got 2 more clones. Here's what happened. I bought like bottled nutrients, right? But what I bought was organic bottled nutrients. I've grown for a long time, never cannabis, so I've never gotten a lot of even seen some of the bottles and all this stuff that's specifically just for that. So when I get this bottle, I'm thinking it's synthetic, even though I don't know if it said organic on the bottle, but I know it was. As a matter of fact, it did, because it was Roots Organic. But that was the name. That wasn't necessarily but common sense, right? But again, I'm not even thinking. So I misdose, and I gave the plant way too much. It was a little clone. I'm telling you, by the next morning, that's how much I gave it. By the next morning, noticeable difference. I didn't get the other 2 clones till probably maybe 4 days after 4 days after I got that one, because when I got that one was when I fed it, I did all that, woke up the next day, it looked how it looked, and then 3 or 4 days after that was when I got the other 2 clones. I hadn't quite fixed the problem with the first clone yet, because secondly, I didn't really know. I still don't know even what happened yet. I'm looking stuff up like crazy. I'm looking deficiencies. It could be overwater. I feel like I had overwatered too, so that's why it was even harder to narrow it down. Because I'm like, yo, it could have been from overwatering. It could have been from this. Could have been from that. XYZ. Blah blah blah. And then everybody's saying something different. You have synthetic growers, organic growers. You can't put the 2 of those things together. If you don't know that and you try that, it's a recipe for disaster. So even when you're looking these things up, you got to be careful what you're looking up. What this person says might go directly against what this person says. You might put them together and think you're going to get a good result. Terrible result. So that grow was going terrible. I think it was maybe about 2.5 weeks when I finally started to get them back. But then I was battling something else, which was lights. This was, I've always grown outside. When I say I can grow, I can grow. I've never grown with lights before. Even though when you buy lights, like for the most part, they all come with like, what do you call it? Like like directions, what you're supposed to do. You know, at this stage of life, the light should be generally, this height and this much intensity. Again, when you're reading that manual, it does not tell you that that is just like a general statement. They make it seem like it's law. That's all generalizations. You don't quite know that, or maybe you might not know that. So I'm battling now. Now I'm battling that, which in hindsight I was already battling that, but I was just so focused on that first part, I wasn't even focused on the part that, or on the fact that I was also having light trouble because I didn't quite know what to do. First I hang it up high, then I put it down low, then I hang it back up high, then I put it back low, then I put it in the middle, I'm moving that light all over the place. I'm turning that dial every which way. If it's not that, then it's trying to keep the environment intact. I didn't have a tent, so I was trying to grow in a room, and I was trying to grow in a closet. Listen, that first grow was every bit of agony. When I say agony, I mean agony. It may be agony for me because, like I said, I'm the type of person, like, I understand there's no such thing as perfection, but that doesn't mean you can't strive for it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I do. So for me, it was agony because I'm like, yo, I'm doing everything possible with these plants. And I know I've never grown it before, but I have a strong background in growing. That should amount to something. It was not panning out. But I stuck with it. I stuck with it. I stuck with it. I stuck with it. And I think by my third grow, I would say I felt more comfortable because for me to even do what I did in my third grow, which I touched on in the first video too, so you're definitely going to want to go check that video out. I'll link it in the description below. But where I did a certain amount of plants and just seeing how well, like how good could I take care of all of these plants at one time. And again, where I'm at, you can take care of, it's 6 per person, but for 2 adults, it's 12. So in this household, I'm claiming the 12. So I wanted to see third grow, 1 gallon, which is, they get dry faster. They eat a lot, obviously eat a lot more. Like, how well could I take care of these girls in this 1 gallon pot? Then that was going to let me know. So by that grow, or to even attempt that grow, I think by the end of my second grow, I had gotten to a place where I'm like, I felt a little more comfortable. So, but still, that was by the end of the second grow. Like, even when I started the second grow, that was just because I'm like, all right, let's do this again. There was nothing coming out of the first grow. As a matter of fact, there was, because the first grow actually ended okay. But curing went terrible. Curing went absolutely terrible. I'm not gonna lie to you. They looked good and smelled not like anything I wanted to smoke. I ain't even gonna sit here and lie to you. They didn't smell like nothing I would have wanted to smoke, or nothing I would have even wanted to give nobody to smoke. I was giving disclaimers like, hey yo, you know what I'm saying? First grow, like, I was letting people know. Like whoever I was, smoking up, because it was still fire. So I still wanted to let people try it, but obviously, like, people are gonna smell it. So before they did that, I'm like, hey yo, chill. But Yeah, trust me, there was plenty of times in that first grow, not where I necessarily wanted to give up, but I was kind of like, what else can I do? Like, what else can I physically and mentally do? Like, how many more videos can I look up? How much more, how many more sites can I look up and read from? How many, I didn't go get physical books or nothing, but how many books like on here am I reading, trying to get to where I'm trying to, go? There was so many days where I'm talking nights. There was so many nights where I'm up in the middle of the night just thinking like, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Like I gotta be doing something wrong. Obviously I'm doing something wrong. What am I doing wrong? So I say all that to say I'm light years from where I want to be, but I'm light years from where I was a year ago. Because again, that first grow lasted every bit of maybe 4.5 months. I spent so long in veg just to have plants that was like this big. Um, so it's been 14 months. So I'm gonna say a year. So from a year ago, when I say light years, I mean light years. But that was not because I sat around and just wanted to be better, or sat around and was like, okay, I'ma just grow. And no, I put in hard work. I challenged myself. I'm talking doing stuff where other people was like, yo, don't do that, don't do this, blah blah blah. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna challenge myself to do that, and regardless of whatever, it's gonna make me a better grower. I'm gonna learn things from that regardless. So that's my thing to y'all is, yo, don't give up. I don't care if you're in your third grow. Third grow, still new. I'm I don't even know what grow I'm in. These guys got to be like number 6. I'm still new. I'm still new. I'm still making mistakes. Listen, the other day in this grove right now, I left my light on for 3 weeks straight because I have an automatic timer. My timer is behind my tent where I never go. So there's no reason for me to even think anything happened. I don't know what happened. Maybe I must have flicked it on the way. I don't know. My girls were not, they were growing, but they weren't growing the way that I know I can get my growth, that I can get them to grow at this point. And I'm just like, man, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? I'm trying to figure it out. But it's like they're growing though. So I'm like, could it just be the girls? But I'm like, I got like 9 girls in here. There's no ways it's just all 9 is just doing the same thing. Like there's no way. I know better than that at this point. And lo and behold, 3 weeks of light. Why would they want to grow if they getting everything and more right where they're at? So that was a mistake. That was a major mistake that I made even at this point. Now since then it's been like 2.5 weeks since then, maybe 3 weeks since then. They're in flower now, flourishing, back to regular programming, what I know I can do. But that goes to show, major mistake 14 months in. 6th grow. So if you're in your first, second, third, fourth, listen, stick with it. Don't get unmotivated. Stay motivated, stay determined. Especially if you're on, I don't care if you're on Instagram, I don't care if you're on YouTube, whatever you're on, try and find some other people that are going to support you. Of course, family and friends and stuff like that, that's cool. But I promise you, you're really going to want to find other growers that know exactly. We all know what we are going through. We all went through it before. We all still going through it now. So if anybody's going to have your back, if anybody's going to console you, if anybody's going to see a picture you posted and even send a message, don't even got to blow you up in the comments, but send you a message like, hey, yo, XYZ, XYZ. We gonna do that. The amount of times I've put in a message like, yo, that's what we here for, yo. That's why we here. Or the amount of times I've seen it in a message, in a comment, on someone else's, picture. My pic, like, yo, trust me, the one of the best things I did inadvertently was gaining such a great following like the one that I have, where I have multiple people that got my back, or is, what I'm saying, like even hit me just to hit me, like, hey, yo, Drizzy, yo, what's good with you? Yo, you good? Like literally, like just asking me if I'm good. So if you take anything from this, it's again, stay motivated and get a good following, a good foundation. You know what I'm saying? And the only way you can do that is to chop it up with people so you can get to fill people out. I've definitely had to filter some people out. Like, nah, you're not it. Nah, you're not it. You're gonna have to do that. You know what I'm saying? But the only way you're gonna find the good ones is if you put yourself out there. So, and trust me, if I'm telling you that, you know it's the truth. Cause I'm one of the biggest introverts I know. You might be watching this like, yo, this nigga's been talking for mad long. Introvert where? Trust me. My followers that's been with me from the jump of this will tell you it was disgusting. Like I tried to do this once before. Like I didn't have the camera on me. I was in like a dark room. Like it was a non-starter. So trust me when I tell you, put yourself out there. That's the best thing you can do to find good people that's gonna help you without you even having to ask. So that's all I gotta say about this video, or about this topic in this video. This is Drizzy. This is Piff and Tales. Remember, subscribe, like, comment, hit the bell. I'm out. That is number 5. I'm in grow number 5. I don't know what the freak I was talking about.